Hey everyone, Hansi shocked Barcelona players with a new rule. Nico Williams wants to join the Blaugrana only, and Spain could be stripped of the right to host the 2030 World Cup. At least that's what Vinicius is saying now. Well friends, we have gathered the most interesting football news just for you, so don't forget to support us with a like and a comment to promote this video. Let's get the show on the pitch. 35-year-old German centre-back Mats Hummels is close to signing a contract with Roma. The club has already scheduled a medical for the stellar defender. Then, the Giallorossi are planning to complete the deal. Olympique Marseille midfielder Jordan Veretout will become a player of Lyon. The transfer fee will amount to €4 million. PSV Eindhoven have signed Manchester City left winger Joel Ndala on a season-long loan. The Dutch Giants will have an obligation to buy the player's contract. Blackpool have announced the appointment of Steve Bruce as the team's new head coach. Bruce penned a 2-season contract with the Merseysiders. Mbappe is a spectacular player. He has shown it for many years, Lucas Vazquez claimed. Cole Palmer has withdrawn from the England squad and returned to Chelsea. The Blues website reports that he has to continue his rehabilitation for ongoing issues. Fenerbahce are keen on recruiting Chelsea left-back Ben Chilwell. Before the start of the season, the Yellow Canaries hired Jose Mourinho as the club's manager. I haven't spoken to anyone, to be honest. I said in the summer I expect a quiet summer, and that's actually what happened. I've been on holiday for 4 weeks, came back and started training. That was it. Nothing to tell, Kevin De Bruyne said. Mauricio Pochettino on Mbappe's interest in tactics. He would even watch matches in the Portuguese second division and ask us questions. Defender Malo Gusto has withdrawn from the France under-21 squad with a thigh injury and returned to Chelsea. Raheem Sterling will don the number 30 shirt for Arsenal this season. At Chelsea, he played with the number 7 on his back. I'll be honest. Do you think I'm worried about the 901st and 902nd goal when I've already scored 899? There are so many goals that they don't bother me anymore. Not only now, but for many years, Cristiano Ronaldo shared. 48-year-old Bruno Lage is on the verge of becoming the new head coach of Benfica. He was the head coach of the Brazilian side Botafogo and previously headed Wolverhampton Wanderers. David Alaba could return to action in November, if not later. The 32-year-old Austrian is working in the gym and still hasn't started training on the pitch. AC Milan forward Luka Jovic has been left out of the team's squad list for the Champions League. Real Betis had approached Man United for Christian Eriksen as a last-minute target ahead of deadline day, Fabrizio Romano informs. Left midfielder Lucas Ocampos has switched from Sevilla to Monterrey, which currently plays in Liga MX, the top tier of Mexican football. The transfer of the 30-year-old Argentine was worth €7 million. He inked a contract with the Striped Ones for 3 seasons. His salary will be €5 million per year. Filip Kostic was not included in Juventus' squad list for the Champions League. Galatasaray and Besiktas are interested in his services. Mexican goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa has signed a deal with AVS Futebol SAD, a team that is having its debut season in the Portuguese top flight. We are with Paulo Fonseca and with the squad, full support from the club. We are happy with the job he did in the preseason. Of course, we wanted to have 9 points by now, but no panic, stated AC Milan CEO Giorgio Furlani. Şenol Güneş has been appointed as the new coach of Trabzonspor. The 72-year-old manager took over Trabzonspor for the 5th time in his career, where he also worked as an assistant coach. Valencia commented on the arrest of the team's forward Rafa Mir, who was accused of sexual assault. The club will cooperate in everything that justice may require. Mauricio Pochettino could be introduced this week as the new coach of the US men's national soccer team. Ilkay Gündoğan is a great footballer and an excellent person. The year we spent with him showed us what he's like. But after a meeting with Flick and assessing the situation of the squad, he decided he wanted to leave. It's purely a sporting decision, Joan Laporta said. Italy forward Mario Balotelli could pursue his career in MLS. San Diego have requested info on signing the 34-year-old Italian as a free agent. The team is expected to play in the MLS next year. Centre-back Joan Godou has moved from PSG to RB Salzburg. His contract is valid until June 30th, 2027, with the transfer fee being set at 10 million euros. The 17-year-old Frenchman made no appearances for the PSG first team. "In my mind, I'll always be a starter for Portugal," Cristiano Ronaldo stated. Fluminense have announced the change in the name of the club's academy stadium, Vale das Laranjeiras. The arena will now be named after the team's left-back, Marcelo Vieira. Lewandowski, I have a special mention for him. He's a player committed to the club. When he heard that we had to make some efforts to reach the fair play to register players, he told us he could lower his contract in order to help the club, Laporta noted. Real Madrid expect Tchouaméni and Mendy to be fit after the international break. The summer 2024 transfer window set a new record for the number of international deals. Throughout the summer window, 11,000 transfers were made, which is 4.9% more than the number of transfers in the summer of 2023. Nicolas Jackson's new deal until June 2033 is 100% sealed and will be officially announced soon. Ronald Koeman has closed the door on the Netherlands squad for Steven Bergwijn in response to his transfer to Saudi Arabia at the age of 26. Mr. Beast is the one guy I have to beat on YouTube, and I want to beat him, so be careful, Cristiano Ronaldo said. We are shocked and disappointed with behavior on Galeno deal. There was a total agreement in place with both Al Ittihad and player side, Porto stated. Folks, now it's time to leave a like to this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Let's move on to other main news of today's episode. Liverpool intend to open talks with Mohamed Salah in the near future to renew his contract with the club. New Liverpool boss Arne Slot is very pleased with the 32-year-old Egyptian's performances. The Reds will begin talks with him regarding a new contract in the next few months. His current one runs until June 2025. Earlier on, the midfielder had hinted last season with the Merseysiders. It's noted that Liverpool want to meet with the footballer's agent during the ongoing international break. According to L'Equipe, on September 11th, former PSG striker Kylian Mbappe will meet with representatives of the Paris club at a hearing concerning the debt owed to him. The case will be considered by the legal committee of the French Professional Football League. The issue of salary and bonus arrears will be discussed there too. Basically, Mbappe is demanding 55 million euros from his former club. This amount partially includes a contract extension bonus and salary for the last 3 months of his stay at the Red and Blues camp. This summer, Mbappe left them as a free agent and joined Real Madrid. Barcelona president Joan Laporta has revealed how the bribery case against former Spanish Referees Committee Vice President José María Enríquez Negreira has affected the club's relations with Real Madrid. Relations with Real Madrid are strained due to their involvement in the Negreira case. This is unacceptable. There are lawsuits against journalists as well, Laporta said. Back in May, charges were dropped against the Blaugrana's leadership over the Negreira case. La Liga and Real Madrid opposed the appeals filed by Barcelona during the trial. Los Blancos are acting as a private prosecutor in this case. In the last couple of years, Vinicius Jr. has been targeted with racist abuse on several occasions. The Real Madrid superstar has demanded action on the back of these, and while harsher punishments have started to be rolled out, it's not enough for him. Vinicius recently spoke to CNN on the issue of racism in Spanish football, and he called on the Spanish Football Federation to protect him and other victims. If the situation with racism in Spain does not improve before 2030, the World Cup would have to be moved to another location. Until 2030, we have a very large margin to change. I hope that Spain can evolve and understand how serious it is to insult a person because of the color of their skin. Because if in 2030 things haven't changed, I think we have to change the venue of the World Cup, because if a player doesn't feel comfortable or safe playing in a country where he can suffer racism, then it becomes very complicated. Guys, what do you think of this? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Athletic Club winger Nico Williams delighted fans by deciding to stay at the club for this season, with many expecting him to move on. The 22-year-old has a 58 million euros release clause, which was considered cheap after his Euro 2024 showing. The side most heavily linked to Williams was Barcelona, but Williams appeared to leave the Blaugrana on read, not responding to their offer, according to reports in Catalonia. However, Marcus say he did respond to 3 clubs that were not the Catalans. Their information is that Williams rejected 3 teams that were willing to pay his release clause as he wanted to remain in Bilbao, although those sides are not named. One of the sides most heavily linked with Williams were Paris Saint-Germain, with manager Luis Enrique very familiar with him from his time in Spain. Liverpool, Arsenal and Chelsea were all linked with Williams over the summer, while he turned Aston Villa down last year. He has ruffled a few feathers by referring to his decision to stay as for 1 more year. The European champion is contracted until 2027, but Athletic will attempt to extend and improve his deal. So far, Barcelona have been looking really well under Hansi Flick's management. The team has won 4 opening matches in La Liga, earning numerous compliments. The new head coach has introduced a number of new rules for the players, one of which seems to be arriving to matches only in club gear. Previously, players could arrive at matches in whatever clothes they wanted, but this doesn't seem to be the case now. These may not sit well with Jules Koundé, who has always been a trendsetter among Barca players and always stood out for his style. In the latest video published by the club, Koundé was spotted walking to the stadium with a sad look on his face. Friends, we have some videos for you to choose from. Follow the link and have a great time watching. Stay tuned for more. Bye bye.